What's up everyone and welcome back to another video. This is Behind the Beat episode number 4. Links in the description to all the other Behind the Beat episodes, and I'm really excited to share this song with you guys. So I'm excited. I hope you guys are excited, and today we're looking at the song.
Es war einfach so Nightmares, yeah?
Alright guys, so this is my brand new song Nightmares, which came out on the album Onward. Now, Onward has been the biggest project of my life for like the past, I don't know, however many months, a long time. If you guys haven't checked it out, please go look, link in the description. You can get it at iTunes, Spotify, whatever. It doesn't really matter. But yeah, so Nightmares is track number 4 on the album, and, I guess let's just get into it. I'm gonna start with really the basic part that you don't really want to hear about, and that's the vocals. We're just going to talk about them really fast here, and then that'll be that. When it comes to mixing my vocals, I normally don't do a lot. Actually, I'll show you the screen really fast. Basically, I've sent all of the vocals into this track. These are the effects then, over here on the right, that I have on my vocal, and it looks confusing, but truthfully it's so simple. So we have an EQ. This is actually the first EQ. We have a compressor, which is very simple. I think I'm using a preset, I forget which one, I just picked one I like. And then we have a limiter, which more or less, I forget. Okay, I am using it as a compressor. So it's basically, this is the second compressor. Now this is really cool, guys. If you go into, this is the patcher, you go into, or actually, I'll just add it. So you add a new track, you go to, I don't know why I'm showing you this, I'm sure you all know how to do it. You add a patcher, here it is. That bottom one there, it's called Vocal Rider, and basically all you're doing is it's just bringing the range of your volumes together. Basically, actually, this is basically a third compressor, is what it's doing. So yeah, so I have one of that. I also have another patcher preset, which is another EQ. And then the final thing is another fruity compressor.
It darkens as I wanna shut the blinds, I just need time, but then I realize that I don't feel safe.
And then when you add all the effects,
it darkens as I wanna shut the blinds, I just need time, but then I realize that I don't feel safe.
There is a bridge here. Actually, let's just listen to it dry, I guess.
Yeah, I wanna fight.
So that's what it sounds. Now with all the effects that I had on the other one.
Yeah, I wanna fight.
See, it makes it a little bit cleaner.
Yeah, I wanna fight.
So with reverb and then the vocal doubler, it sounds like this.
Yeah, I really don't wanna die.
I put in the tempo, obviously was the first step, and then I got a piano, and I just started looking for something spooky. And this is what I came up with. The next thing I added were strings, and I think this is just an orchestra preset maybe, and yeah, it just repeats the same 2 chords. This was sort of the bass, but more or less it just fills up the space. Then we had a choir. Those are just running the same notes as the strings run. Final thing we add is one of my favorite sounds. And I'm using it again as a bass. So this is just the intro, guys. All of these sounds together for the intro. And then it cuts out. And then, time for the first beat. The beats all throughout the song are very simple. You basically just have a kick. You have an 808 snare. Then you have a hi-hat. And that's really it. So the beat, and then with everything else. Alright, so then we get to this part.
Hey, why can't you give me help? I say it.
What I wanted to have was like an alarm sound in the back. Why can't you give me help? I say it, and then it was gonna go dum dum dum, and it was like supposed to be an alarm sound. And I found, I guess it's just a cello from Citrus. And without any effects, it sounds like this. That's what it sounds like. Some sidechain, I couldn't remember what it was called. some reverb, some distortion, and then you get this. So it sounds very similar to the cello originally, but it just adds a little bit of flavor. And then with everything else, you just have a beat and then the two basses. Then we get into this part, we get this new bass. And it really just runs away with the beat. And it's just another synth from Citrus. And then we get into the chorus. So simple. We have a kick drum. And then we have this, a bell. That's literally it with obviously the vocals. I'm gonna keep the vocals out, but you have the bell, the kick drum, and the bass, and it sounds like this. It is the simplest thing ever. Then you get up here, obviously we add the other bass. And then you have a cymbal swell up into the first drop, which is just the kick drum. First drop was like an anti-drop, sort of. So as you can hear, it's just the kick drum. After the first drop, which is again just the kick drum, you hear the snare drum, which leads us then into verse 2. Everything from here on out is basically a repeat. Obviously some things are different, so I'll show you the stuff that's different, but for the most part it just stays steady. Same bass, same piano. We change up the piano chords though here. Yeah, so it just completely changes the vibe a little bit, and then we get this synth pluck, and that then is just, and it just sort of runs away with it. And so the beginning of verse 2, and here's more different chords and stuff. Without any effects. Not as pretty, and then with the effects. And everything else. Alright guys, chorus number 2, where it starts to get exciting. I'm so excited. We'll just start with the bell. It's the same bell, but it now has more rhythm. You add the second layer, which is this. So the bell is hitting on that high note, so dum, here, and I could just show you. So then with the bell, and then the bass, and we also have a kick drum throughout this. And then we have the line, the classic one-liner that leads into the drop, as my head fills with nightmares, and here's what comes after. Let's just start with the beat, because that's the simple stuff. It's everything you've heard. It's a hi-hat, kick, snare. And then we have all the other instruments. So it looks confusing here. We just have a lot of layers, but it's all just basically chords. We have both of the bells. Let's see, that's 8 and 14. I'll just solo those so you can hear what those sound like. And then everything else is just chords, and we have some bass, and it just fills it up. This is just that one-liner. It's just pitched down a ton, and then it pans right to left as it's going. It's like, it's pretty cool. Then we get to the bridge. Again, you heard the vocals.
Yeah, I wanna fight.
And that is so simple, literally just chords. Beautiful piano. Then we get 2 more layers added. We get simple drums. This is actually the chorus, number 3. So it's a build-up. Just more chords, make them way fuller. I added 2 basses to this part. So a bit of layering. And then we get the final drop. Now, the final drop completely explodes. We get this high string. You get new piano chords. You get this guitar. What effects did I throw on this bad boy? So clean, it sounds like this. Then an EQ, distortion, and fruity scratcher. And you get that. We also added a rim shot, which is pretty cool. Then we added a heavier bass drum on all... I don't even know what those are going on. I think it's just triplets per 4 bars. Yeah. Okay, guys, so then we added an 808. We added a dark piano. So together. So pretty sweet. We added, let's see, ear candy. We added this hit. Then we added this swell into another hit. And so then the final drop is just like a breakdown of everything. So it takes out a ton of layers. You hear this piano way more. The outro is pretty simple. I think it's just some piano notes. So yeah, that's really the entire beat. Again, I am going to throw the link to the entire album in the description. So if you want to hear this song in its entirety, go hit that link. I hope you guys enjoy it. I enjoyed making it so much. You guys may have heard something in the song that I missed, and if you did, hit it up in the comments. And I'm happy to answer all your questions. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If there are any other songs from the album specifically, or just that I've done in the past that you want to see behind the beat for, go ahead, throw them in the comments. DM me on Instagram. I'll throw a link in the description too for that, I guess. Yeah, I love doing behind the beats. And yeah, so this is episode 4 for Nightmares. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.